Hello and welcome to episode 33 of The Pilgrimage on FM23. My name is Jamie, and coming up on today's episode, this is the pre-season and transfer special edition. So I'll begin by showing you the squad as it stands at the moment, and we'll do that right now. Okay, so here we are in the squad planner then, and let's take a look at what we've got available and where we might be looking to strengthen. So we begin in goal, and there's only one goalkeeper, and that's Miles Boney, who was here last season. So we need to add a second choice goalkeeper to the squad. So we move on to left backs. We've got two. Harry Boyes is marginally better than second choice Emmanuel Mohamed. If we can buy a slightly better left back, then we could potentially loan out Emmanuel Mohamed, but he's perfectly good as a backup, so we may not bother with that. Centre backs, we've got Bajrami, Brandon Bryan War, Will Aimson, Aidan Baldwin, and the slightly less capable Liam Shepherd. So although Liam is a fullback generally, so I might take him off that list actually. And then the same thing will apply on the other side. So we'll take those off and leave ourselves with Bajrami, War, Aimson and Baldwin. So at centre back we're absolutely fine. And then we'll move on to right backs. We've got Liam Shepherd, who's a fullback, and Lee O'Connor is officially a midfielder, but he's actually the second best right back at the club of two that we've got. So we may look to bring in a second right back so that O'Connor can focus on his midfield duties. And we will move on to defensive midfield. We've got Ed Francis, who's slightly the better option ahead of Regan Booty. Into central midfield, as you can see, Lee O'Connor is just about the best ball-winning midfielder at the club, along with Alfie Allen and Jake Carter just a little bit behind them. So then on to the box-to-box midfielder role. O'Connor again is right up there, as is Regan Booty. Bajrami can play in there, and then Alfie Allen and Billy Chadwick just behind. So on to a left wing, and we've got Billy Chadwick as the best left winger. So although he can be a backup in central midfield, he's going to be first choice on the left wing, ably assisted by Seb Thompson. And probably Morgan Roberts and Yannick John will provide cover, and we'll look to loan out Munikandaza and Stephen Wern. So on to the right wing. Morgan Roberts is actually the best right winger at the club, but he is the best of a pretty miserable bunch, to be honest. Seb Thompson, Liam Shepherd, Macaulay Snellgrove, Billy Chadwick and Stephen Wern are all 2.5 stars. So we need to upgrade at right wing. And then up front we've got Colm Whelan, last season's goal scoring hero, Lee Angol and the youngster Yannick John, who we're looking to loan out. So we'll probably look to bring in a striker as well. So I'll leave you there. I'll be back in a moment to show you what the first batch of trialists looks like. Okay, let's get stuck into the trialists then. And first up, it's Elliot Jenks. We'll have a look at him. And he's a central midfielder, 3 to 3.5 star of current ability and 3 to 5 stars of potential ability. At 21 years of age, he's absolutely perfect, and we will definitely offer him a contract. In fact, let's try and do that now. So we'll approach to sign him In fact, we ought to do it the proper way and speak to his agent. So we'll do that. We want him to sign. He's extremely keen, so let's get the deal done. So, approach to sign. He wants to be an important player. He wants to be a central midfielder with the role of central midfielder. Well, we'll be removing that. And he wants us to gain promotion, which is what we want anyway. So we'll accept those conditions and move on to negotiate the contract proper. See if he'll take $550 a week. And see if I can drop his signing on fee down to $2,000. If he'll take that, then brilliant. So Elliot Jenks looks like he's coming in. We move on then to James Kroll, and he is a striker at 3 to 3.5 stars of current ability, 3.5 to 5 stars of potential ability, and at 22 years of age, again another one who's absolutely perfect. So let's approach to sign him. No, we ought to discuss it with his agent first. And let's see if he's interested. Willing to consider it. So let's go and make him an offer. Wants to be a star player and wants to gain promotion, which is what we want. We're absolutely on board with all of that. And I'm just going to drop his wage to £2,000 a week. And his agent fee to 3.5. Other than that, he can have everything else that he wants. Right, we'll give him his wage, but he's got to compromise on the agent. And they're willing to do that. So it looks like James Kroll might be successfully signed. So we then move on to Jordan Gibson. And he's a right winger. 3 to 4 stars of current ability and 3 to 4 stars of potential ability. At the age of 28, he's a little bit older than our normal profile of player, but still a quality addition to the squad. So let's talk to his agent and see if we can get a deal done. He's willing to consider it, so let's make him an offer. Approach to sign. He wants to be a star player and wants to be vice captain. I'm not willing to change Bajrami, so we'll take that out. And he's happy. So we probably need to make sure we don't compromise on wages too much. But I am going to knock his agent fee down to 2,000 and his signing on fee down to 12,000. Other than that, I'll leave everything else alone. So Jordan Gibson looks like he's coming in as well. Next one, Mikael Miller. He can play on either flank and is 3.5 stars of current and potential ability at the age of 30. So let's get him in. But we'll speak to his agent first. So obviously we're not going to actually confirm all of these signings. We just want to get as many of them to agree to come as possible, and we'll sign the ones that we want. So we'll approach to sign him. He wants to be a star player. I'm happy with that. So we'll negotiate his contract and just drop his agent fee down to 2,500. If he's willing to accept that, which he is, we will take it and move on. So that was Miller. Harvey Collins is a goalkeeper, 3.5 stars of current ability, 4.5 stars of potential, 23 years of age, so again fits our profile. So let's he doesn't have an agent, so we can speak directly to him. Star player, game promotion, yeah, we're on board with that. Negotiate the contract, and that's absolutely fine. So Harvey Collins should be in. Aidan Marsh, striker, 3 to 3.5 stars of current ability, 3.5 to 5 stars of potential. So very much at 23 years of age, perfect signing for us. So we'll have a word with his agent, see if he's interested. He'd be willing to consider it, so we'll make him an offer. So, contract, approach to sign. He wants to be a striker with poacher. We'll take that one off, but other than that, we'll leave everything else in place. And let's negotiate his contract. He wants £1,600 a week. Board are only willing to go to £1,500. So I'm going to leave everything else as it is. And I think for now, we're probably going to have to wait on the rest of them to see whether we can actually afford any of them. So I will be back in a moment when we have answers from all of the offers we've made. So I'll speak to you very shortly. Okay, well, just one of those initial batch of contracts that was offered out has been accepted. We've signed Jordan Gibson on a free transfer, and we can confirm that he is 3.5 star current ability, 3.5 star potential, 28 years of age, and a right winger. So let's go and offer the next batch from that original set of trialists their contract offers. So we'll go into the transfer history and bring up the trialists, and we got down as far as, I think, Luke Brennan. So we can offer Luke Brennan a deal. Let's see, let's have a look at him. Yeah, 3-star current ability, 4-star potential. So let's offer Luke Brennan. Let's have a word with his agent. Would he like to do it? He's willing to consider it, so let's make him an offer. So Brennan, approach to sign, wants to be an important player. Nothing else demanded, so that should be absolutely fine. And his signing on fee isn't extortionate. I'll see if I can get it down to £5,000, but I'm not too bothered. Other than that, I'm going to leave it pretty much alone. Suggest those terms and finalise the deal. So that's Luke Brennan. We'll move on to the next player on the list, Hayden Hackney. We'll have a look at him, and we're absolutely offering this central midfielder a contract. So let's speak to his agent, make sure he's interested. He's willing to consider it, so let's make him an offer. Star player, wants to be ball winning midfielder. That's ideal, that's what we want. And he's not looking for an extortionate amount of money. We'll just drop his agent fee down to £1,000 and then accept that. So that's Hayden Hackney. Next up, Jack Armour, left back, 3 to 3.5 stars of current ability, 3 to 4.5 stars of potential at 25. I don't think he's going to get to 4.5, but he might squeak 3.5. So we'll offer him a deal, but not without speaking to his agent first. He's willing to consider it, so again we'll make him an offer. So approach to sign. He wants star player. He's not, but we want to at least get him to accept the offer. And the board are not willing to go anywhere near his wages, so I think Jack Armour we're unlikely to get, and we'll have to wait for the rest to make a decision, and I'll come back once we've got answers from all of these. Okay, well, following that latest round of offers, we've managed to add 2 more players to the squad. First in, Luke Brennan, and let's take a look at him. And as you can see, he can play on the left wing and is a 3-star current ability, 3.5 star potential, 24-year-old. So absolutely perfect for what we're looking for. And the second player was Hayden Hackney, who is a central midfielder in the ball-winning midfielder role. 3.5 star current ability, 4-star potential, 24 years of age. So again, young, but absolutely first team ready. Delighted to get him in. So I'll now go away and make the next batch of offers, and I'll be back to speak to you again shortly. Okay, well, following the latest round of offers, we've managed to add another 2 players to the squad. We've brought in Alex Bass, who is a 28-year-old 3-star current ability and 3-star potential goalkeeper. So he's going to be providing competition for the goalkeeper's jersey. And the second player, really excited about this guy, is a left back, Rio Adebisi, 25 years of age, 3.5 star current ability, 4-star potential left back. Has previously been with Crewe Alexandra, played 170 times for them, so absolutely delighted to bring him in. And I will now go away and make the next batch of offers. We'll probably see some players departing as well, and I will talk to you again in a moment. Okay, time now to tell you about the final signings that we're making in this transfer window. And as you can see, there's 2 more been added to the squad. Cian Harrott, let's have a look at him now for you. And as you can see, he is a 3.5 star current ability, 4-star potential, 24-year-old striker. So very much looking forward to seeing what he can do at this level. And the final player in is Kieran Morris. And he is a 3-star current ability and potential, 32-year-old right and left winger. Primarily right wing, but can also play on the left. And so I'll take you back to the transfer screen, and we'll just very briefly scan through the players who've left. So Freddie Pitts has gone out on a free to Red Star. Suya's gone to AE Pratt on a free. Will Ferry's joined Bohemian on a free. Josh Roberts has joined Hampton and Richmond on loan. Kalani Barton has joined Barnet on loan. Ed Francis has joined Oxford for £100,000. And finally, Kern Hendy has joined Brackley Town on loan. So I will let you know on the next episode whether there are any more departures. There won't be any more arrivals. We're absolutely done in terms of bringing players in. So let's just round things off by taking a look at what's coming up on the next episode. And I'm going to follow tradition on this one as soon as I find the schedule, which is there, and I'm going to bring you straight back for the first 2 games of the season at home to Barrow and away to Fylde in the National League. And just before we go, we'll round up the pre-season results, which we've not touched on yet. We beat AFC Mansfield 9-0 in our first game. We then went to Leatherhead and won 8-2. We beat Kilmarnock 3-0 in probably our most impressive performance of the season. We played Ilkeston away and won 6-0. We then had a couple of much harder games and played Preston at home and lost 3-1. Mansfield at home and lost 3-2. And then the worst performance of pre-season in a 1-0 away defeat to Boston United. And we rounded off pre-season with a 4-0 home friendly win over Stalybridge Celtic. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.